At first, archetypes may seem a little confusing, maybe a little weird, but once you understand it, you'll see that it's actually a pretty simple concept. So, the purpose of archetypes is to control human thought and behavior. And in order to imagine how this works, imagine that an archetype is like a ball of energy. And this ball of energy attracts memories. Memories which are similar to each other, which deal with a certain topic. So for example, let's consider the Mother Archetype. So the Mother Archetype brings in and collects similar memories of what it's like to have a mother. So memories of being taken care of, being fed, punishments, everything that a mother does for her child. These memories were collected and gathered by this archetype. So an archetype basically attracts these memories that deal with a certain subject of life, right? And, okay, so what's the purpose of that? Well, once the archetype attracts these memories, it uses these memories as almost a sort of programming. See, because for Carl Jung, there was no free will. He believed that our conscious mind makes choices, but that these choices are all influenced so strongly by powerful forces that it was more about how strong the forces were than how strong the ego was. So basically, for Carl Jung, a human being is like a robot. And these archetypes are like programming. And so you have these archetypes dealing with every subject you could think of, trying to influence human behavior. So you have an archetype that deals with motherhood, and as I was saying, this is like a bowl of energy, like a nucleus of energy, and it gathered all of our ancestral memories about being a mother. See, because these archetypes, they've been in humans for forever, ever since the beginning, collecting memories and using these memories to influence the future generations to act like their ancestors, using these memories. So basically, you'll have archetypes dealing with every kind of behavior that our ancestors dealt with. So you're a man, you see a beautiful woman, this triggers the, let's say, romance archetype, or the male-female romantic archetype, whatever you want to call it, right? So the man meets a woman, and then this archetype triggers our ancestral memories of courting, of getting married, of having children, of the interplay between men and women, how they're supposed to act towards each other, the love they share. All these memories are gathered by those archetypes. And then when you get into that situation, the archetype tries to get you to act the same way your ancestors did. So, as I'm saying, it's a lot like programming. That's really what it is. And I said before about the mother archetype, well, that would happen, you're born, and you see your mother for the first time, and as soon as that happens, that archetype starts sending those memories up into your conscious mind. And this guides your expectations of your mother. It guides what you believe will happen between you and your mother, what she should be doing for you, and even what you should be doing for her later on when she gets old, things like this. And as I was saying, there's archetypes for everything. Archetypes for having a career and supporting yourself, archetypes for having a family, you name it, there's an archetype controlling that behavior. All right? So that's basically how it works. And the archetypes, they're all in the collective unconscious. So the collective unconscious, this is the deepest level of the mind. It's way at the bottom, and there's just a sea of archetypes. Archetypes from all our ancestral memories, they're all down there. And every time you get into that situation, it triggers the memories that are connected to that situation. And the archetype will try to get you to act like your ancestors. So that's what it is. The archetypes are all dealing with memories, ancestral memories for going back thousands and thousands of years. It's all recorded. It's all in the archetypes, and the archetypes exist in the collective unconscious. And of course, you get into the right situation, all those archetypes that are there in the collective unconscious, they'll just keep sending up memories, trying to influence your behavior and your thoughts. And that's all it is. So the archetypes controlling our thoughts and behaviors, using the memories of our ancestors almost like a sort of programming that a robot would have. And that's it. I believe you see now that archetypes are a relatively simple concept. There's actually nothing very complicated about them. Also, there are archetypes that have gathered our memories about myths, like creation events and certain symbolic things. Also ideas like being a hero. So you have a hero archetype, and this basically collected our ideas of helping others, of self-sacrifice. So it pulled these ideas together into the hero archetype, and then of course you'll have the villain archetype, the old wise man, because these are recurring themes in our history. Because we need heroes, because we have these ideas of helping others. So what happens if someone's in trouble? Well, you need a hero to step up. There's that opportunity there. So an archetype collected that experience of being a hero, and it saved it, and it brings it up continuously in each generation. So we have ideas like that. We have villain archetypes, hero archetypes, mother archetype, the lover archetype, whatever it is. So you're always going to see these archetypes, and they're always going to be dealing with human thought and behavior. And that's all it is. That's archetypes. Welcome to Genius Coaching. But what is a genius? It's a person who's really smart, right? True. But there's also an ancient meaning behind the word. It all started in ancient Rome. The Romans believed that everyone was born with a guiding spirit. The purpose of this spirit was to give people their abilities, their talents. So, if you were really smart, it was because you had a genius who endowed you with that ability. Over time, the meaning changed, with abilities like intelligence being thought of as part of your personality. So rather than having a genius, you yourself became a genius. The ancient meaning behind the word genius is the reason why my services are called Genius Coaching. A genius is a guide who empowers you, and it's only right that you should feel empowered. After all, we are all equal as human beings. We all have the same ability to be happy and fulfill our needs. And my purpose is to give you the tools to awaken your abilities. It's so common that we get trapped by negative thinking. We get intimidated. We feel weakened by stress. We become anxious and get depressed. And once you get caught up in that negative thinking, you feel like that's who you are, but it's not who you are. This is why it's so useful to have a coach. Someone who can see you without limitations and guide you into the light of your own inner potential. If you'd like to talk to me, all you need to do is head over to the Genius Coaching Facebook page and say hello. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your day.